The I-Team tonight investigates whether the state of Ohio is protecting you from a dangerous piece of equipment that is likely running in your house right now.
Hagit Lamore joins us with an eye-opening investigation.
It takes some expertise to install or repair heating and air units like this one. There's wiring involved and ductwork, and this unit runs on gas, so it needs to operate safely. That's why 35 states require the technicians who come into your home to do this kind of work to get a license, but not Ohio or Indiana.
That's how you would get the average.
Keith Copperidge didn't just build a house in Deerfield Township.
And then you divide it by 3.
He built a home. So he insisted on hiring experts to install his HVAC unit.
I figured they were professionals at their job. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing it.
8 years later, the unit malfunctioned, then died. So he called this licensed technician for help.
It was deadly. This could have injured them if they would have been asleep when the fire started. It could have killed them.
Todd Downs says wiring in the unit was installed improperly and it was the wrong size for the house.
Do you think a licensed person would have done it that way?
No, ma'am. A licensed person knows better than to do something like that. They know the liability. They know the reasons why the code is there. They have had to take tests.
Downs knows because he took those tests to get his HVAC license in Kentucky. Different story in Ohio, where your hairdresser needs a license.
90, now 95.
So does an auctioneer. Even beekeepers need a license. But technicians who install or repair HVAC do not.
That's a big oversight on the state's part. If they want consumers to feel safe in their home, to want to know that it's a professional job, then the companies they're bringing in need to be licensed.
My experience in 5 years in state government is the state is not going to touch it.
Robert Relag served as Ohio's fire marshal before taking the fire chief's job in Wyoming.
Most people in state government right now are looking at less government, not more government.
Relag says unless Ohio's HVAC contractors demand licensing, it won't happen. In the meantime, no one's keeping records if bad installations are to blame in any of the 863 fires between 2008 and 2011 that started in HVAC units across Ohio. Records we got from the state fire marshal's office show operator error or equipment issues caused fires at this home in Hamilton, this one in Loveland, and this house in Bethel. An issue to consider as summer approaches and you service your HVAC.
You're having unlicensed individuals working on your equipment, taking your property, your lives into their hands. If they don't know what they're doing, you might as well be playing Russian roulette.
Ohio does require the owners of HVAC companies to get a license, but there's no skills testing for anyone, including the technicians. Now, there are county inspections if you have a new installation, but not for a repair or for maintenance. So what should you do? Consumer reporter John Matarese is standing by with some tips. John?
Well, Hagit, every homeowner at some point will have something go wrong with a furnace or AC, but that first call you make can mean the difference between a safely repaired system and one that is dangerous. You know, almost anybody with a toolkit can replace a furnace fan or an AC compressor, but that doesn't mean that they should be working on your furnace. The Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling Contractors Association, PHCC, a trade group, suggests you call a professional heating company for anything more than routine maintenance. Heating companies associated with this group put their employees through a 2-year training program, then an apprenticeship. Now, nothing against handymen. Many handymen do excellent work, but with a few exceptions, they're not fully trained in furnace and especially gas line repair. So when you call a heating company, make sure their technicians have gone through a professional training program. Furnace repair and furnace installation, like heart surgery, is something best left to a pro for your family's safety. Clyde and Carol?
We always like to save money, John, but that's a very good warning where you don't want to cut corners.
No doubt.